Welcome back to the channel Love Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today I brought Frank down from the Island Files. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Doing good.
And I brought you down to Puerto Pollenca because you're staying just at a place near mine, aren't you, for a couple of days? So I just brought him down to show you, the viewers, and Frank, Puerto Pollenca, who's never been here. So let's get on with the walk. So they're just starting to put the umbrella poles up. What would you call them, Frank, do you reckon?
Parasols.
Parasols, yeah, for the actual posts themselves. Yeah, ever so late getting them done last year, the parasols, but they seem to be getting in there this year because it's only April and they're well on track.
Maybe they can bring 50 strippers now and then just use the poles.
50 shades of strippers. That is well popular with the old cyclists here, you know, got its own cycle route, you just see there. So it's a very well-liked place it is here, very expensive. You know, if you say, oh, I live in Puerto Pollenca, it's very, oh, do you? Do you know what I mean, Frank? It's
It's
very
quite fancy to me.
It is. I mean, it's definitely a place, if you know what I mean.
But maybe we can find a little bargain somewhere and drink some food.
Oh yeah, definitely go for something to eat and something to drink. It's quite a wind today. Just look at the wind. This is the palm tree to the top. Definitely is blowing, but it's quite nice temperature. It's 20 as well. But it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it can't be bad. You've seen the seats over the road, just all those unusual starry seats on the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, really, is something different to sit on.
Oh, like there, yeah.
Yeah, so I was meaning there's sort of like little seats to sit on, the little square ones as well.
Fancy.
There's plenty of bars, restaurants for cyclists and things. There's plenty of areas to grab a drink as you're walking along. Just love to come over here and always have a little look.
Can't feed the ducks.
No, they don't like you feeding the ducks here.
I don't see no ducks anyway.
That's quite a nice little future there. It's just nice to stand there and have a little look at it. It's a lovely place just here. Just a lovely walk down the Pine Walk. And right down the end of the Pine Walk, there's a military base.
Might get arrested.
You don't like you taking photos down the military base. See, plenty of the cafe bars are open now. They're just starting to open now for the season. I can hear the seaplane.
Seaplane,
Yeah, down where the military base is, there's a seaplane that puts out the fires at the mountains, I think. So it's obviously.
I think I saw one this morning.
Yeah, you might have done.
Yeah,
It
at your place.
Yeah, it goes down to Okudia Beach,
Yeah.
and they've got big buckets underneath, literally, and they fill them up, and then they put the fires out with the big buckets, and actually keep them at the military base. You suddenly realise you've come and forgotten your hat. There's plenty of places to buy hats here, of all different types and styles, as you can see there. So it's well like with the cyclists around here. There's lots of hotels and places that specialise in cycling holidays around here. So don't be surprised to see a bicycle or two. If you fancy an ice cream, there's lots of ice cream places to choose from. And you fancy an excursion, even though they're not quite open yet, just give them a few weeks and they'll be there serving you island trips or your boat trips. There's lots of different boat trips you can do round here. Again, you can rent a boat round here, or you could go on a boat trip with the dolphins. You go over to Formentor Beach as well. This is your first time up to Puerto Pollenca then, so what do you think of it so far? Cause
too many cyclists. It looks like the Netherlands.
Oh, does it? It reminds me of the Tour de France.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you see them all the time, left to right, right to left. You really need to watch your step crossing the street here.
Yes, I know. They do come from nowhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will say it's a brilliant way to get around to have a look, because obviously you can bring your bike over here or you can rent them. I mean, the shops rent all of them, from e-bikes going to a professional bike if you're in the 312 or the Ironman or whatever. You can always rent a bike here if you don't fancy bringing your own. Should we get on and have a little explore down the Pine Walk then?
Let's explore some more, I would say.
A little bit more, come on then. These cafes do look nice, don't they?
Yeah.
$4.80 for a coffee and a slice of cake.
Not too shabby. I'm gonna have a look inside the chimney.
Alright, okay, you fancy having a look in here?
Oh yeah.
So just over there is where you get to do your boat trips and things. I've done a couple of boat trips from here. As you can go and rent your own, as I was saying, but there is a little kiosk. So over there you can choose your boat, and you can, not your boat, you can choose your excursion, and off you go. And maybe you fancy a day on the actual sand itself. I mean, it's beautiful here, and the sea is just there as well, as you can see, not far away. You've got a few children's climbing frames. It's just perfect place to sit on the wall, maybe, and have a sandwich or a drink, or get on the sand and sunbathe. But even this time of the year, you do have to watch out so you don't get burnt. I mean, it's lovely when there's no wind today, but when the wind is blowing, it definitely does feel a little bit chilly. As you can see, it's people here with coats and things on. But when the wind's not blowing, it does feel very hot. So these are the actual huts I used to talk about. And, you know, each one's got like a little shop, if you like. They're selling boat trips and things. So just go there and buy yourself a boat trip, and you collect it from here itself. They're absolutely lovely. So saying just here, you'll find the boats and the trips and things. So you can come here, you can rent one of the boats. There's a boat for everyone. If you've got a license or not, you can sort of rent a boat, or you can take an excursion like the glass bottom boat that's just come in, and the TUI bus is just waiting to take you back to your hotels. Or you can rent a skipper and a boat. There's one here for sea adventures and things. There's lots of different ones, lots of different opportunities, options. Well, of course, it's just a restaurant there. Fancy a drink and a meal? What's looking over here? Just say that's the mountains there called the Aerial Mountains that are behind the Siesta at the end of the Bellevue.
POV of a vlog. She is YouTuber in the wild, guys.
So if you like your boats, there's plenty here to choose from, as I was saying. And then obviously the bigger boats have to wait outside because there's not enough room for them in here. And you often see like little dinghies down the bottom, just round the corner here, that the bigger boats get a dinghy in to shore. Let's have a look at what Robinson's trips have to offer then, shall we? So you've got a private shuttle charter there. Sunrise for Dolphins, that's always a good one, that is. Catamaran. And the pirate ship. Arr, arr. Who are? Why do pirates talk like that? Because they do. Let's get at the top, if you are lucky, there's a car park spaces. And there's also a dry dock as well. So everywhere you look, there's plenty of boats to look at. And of course, the other side of the road here, you'll find more shops. There's a good mixture of shops here, from sort of clothes shops to restaurants, bars, even a frozen yogurt place across the road there.
And actually some design shops.
Yeah, designer shops.
In Calador, you only find these shop mafia, which all sell the same stuff.
Well, that's the sort of thing, and that's the trouble with. That's why I quite like Pourto Pollenca, because every shop's a different type of shop.
So bring your wife out here.
It's lovely day, isn't it? Yeah. Apart from that wind.
Yeah, it's windy.
Yeah.
But then again, it's quite warm, so the wind's a nice breeze. You know?
Oh yeah.
Not too bad.
Another ice cream shop there. Slushes and things, great yogurts. And years ago, this is where the buses used to drop you off at the end here. Now the buses are actually in town. I'll show you in town as we go around. There's a few shops here.
Let's get it.
Yeah. We'll have a look at Pine Walk first anyway. Yeah. Because when you come up here, just make sure you don't work in the cyclist lane. They do get a little bit upset. Yeah. So that's the Pine Walk just over there, with the start of it. So this is the end of where the cars can go, as it were, just round there, the roundabout. Across the road here. And then a few minutes the Pine Walk will start. There's plenty of restaurants up here, restaurants and cafes up here. A lovely walk, the sea one side, a lovely beachy sea. Sandy beach, ice creams galore, plenty of restaurant tables. And here we are, this is the 2nd of April. I was last up here a couple of weeks ago. Do you know, most of these hotels were closed then. They've only just opened in this last week and a half, I suppose, really.
And it looks like the season is starting.
Yeah, it has, definitely.
Quite some tourists, but most of all bicyclists.
Yeah, but it's
everywhere.
always...
It's like a plague.
Yeah. You notice the old climbing frame over there? There's a boat. I assume that in there.
For the little ones.
Yeah, it's brilliant over there. Sort of just in the sand. So said if you're hungry, definitely you'll find a place along here, whatever you fancy. Lots and lots of different restaurants.
Throw this there.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to wear a hat. It's getting to a time when I'll start bringing my hat out again because I do burn quite quickly, as you can imagine. Oh, Frank is setting up his camera. I wonder what he's planning doing. If he's going to sort of talk in front of the camera for a minute. So let's see Miramar Hotel. And I've got a little private area just here, which I think is quite nice. So if you want to get away from the riff-raff of the Pine Walk itself and just sit over there, you can actually have a look at the sea while you're having your meal or your drinks in the evening. I mean, that's really nice. And these trees always make me laugh. You know, there's loads of them about, and they're all, as you can see there, on little walls to hold them up. I mean, they've been there forever, absolutely forever. These trees have been, as you can imagine. But so it's a fair old walk, as you can see, but the actual floor is reasonably flat. But if you find you can't walk it for one reason or another, you can always rent a wheelchair or a mobility scooter, sort of walking aids and that sort of thing. They might make your stay more comfortable because some of these hotels are quite a long way away from this area. It's on a main bus route, and as I say, we will show you the bus stop a little bit later on film. If you are enjoying this film, don't forget to give us that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. The ducks are enjoying themselves, aren't they?
But don't feed them.
Yeah, don't feed the ducks. every week now, it seems to get that just a little bit busier now. Now we're in April. The people love to come to Pourto Pollenca. The actual town is just down the road. Market days on a Wednesday in the port, which is in the car park. And then the old town has a market on a Sunday. So really it's worth just coming to have a little look at one of the markets. You never know what bargains you might pick up. They've actually been given their umbrellas, the parasols and the umbrellas now, rather than just the parasols themselves. So this is the actual Pine Walk itself now.
Oh, really?
Because yeah, but obviously you can see the pine on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And different times of year, sometimes you can't see the ground because of the pines.
Oh, yeah.
Ice cream, you fancy an ice cream? Yeah, the fall.
Ice cream, $3.75.
$3.75 for a scoop of ice cream. Blimey. But look where we are though.
Yeah, definitely makes you crave for a little ice cream. But I'm too Dutch to pay $3.75 for one scoop.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm against paying a lot. But I do think when you're a holiday maker, money doesn't really hold any value. You know, you just come here, you buy what you want, and then you worry about it when you get home.
Pay the bills again.
Exactly. I was always told that. Live like a king when you're on holiday. And then do the cup when you get home.
Andrew,
Yes, sir.
you can help me making the little intro for the Pine Walk, because
Yeah,
that's what I
sure.
came for here.
Beautiful, isn't it? Yes, so
Uh,
let's do your little video. I just can't believe how lovely the colours are today.
ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
Camera, look at the camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
Hello.
So, yeah, honestly, on this channel, but hey, it's something different, and I'm
Always watching the professionals, you know. You can learn something off them, you know.
yeah, right. Anyway, and we look a bit foolish with these two cams, I have to admit, right?
I think get to a point where you don't really care. As he said, it's old man videos. Old man videos.
Yeah, we don't talk. We only talk with the camera. It's so much fun
Yeah.
making content. But I do like kitty cats more. How about you?
I love cats.
But you're more a dog or a
Oh
cat
no,
type?
definitely no. But I am a cat person.
Alright.
Trudy was always wanted the dog, thus Snowy,
Yeah.
but I never let her have one, if that's the right word. Because when we were full time in Dover, I felt the dog needed to have for somebody at home to look after it the whole time. Not like a cat. A cat can leave it and you can go to sleep. But
Dogs off the vlog. Sorry, I got a bit distracted.
that's all right.
I found the dog of the vlog.
The dog.
Anyway, the pine walk continues. And
And so does the walk.
enjoy the ride.
Look at these trees though. Very unusual, aren't they? How they grow.
It is. But the question is why?
And the answer would be, why not?
Why not? Exactly that. Yeah, wait, like you're saying, why the hell a tree grows like that?
It's peculiar, isn't it? It really is. Yeah.
But it looks like art to me. I love it. I love it. I said I love the pine walk. I said I love it.
I think
Here are
he's
two
enjoying
ducks.
it. Yeah.
Ducks of the vlog.
Oh, more ducks, yes.
Ducks of the vlog.
There you are. There seems to be a lot of ducks around at the moment, you know. So we've got lots and lots of places to rent up here as well. This is why I said it's expensive. This pine walk is actually the most expensive part to own a house. These are the prices. If you own a house in a pine walk, you've actually made it. Let's put it that way.
Anyway,
Nearly finished.
nearly finished.
We nearly got to the end.
All right.
The actual, where we had so much wind lately, you can actually see the sand on the path itself. As I said, to the end of the pine walk there, you can actually see up there, that's a military base. And then you can't go any further on here. But you've got some beautiful places, so just look at that. I mean, it's lots of hotels around the back as well. So if you are staying in one of these apartments up here, or you own one, whichever the case may be, then you've got this sandy beach right outside your door, so you don't have to walk down where we started the video from. I've seen loads of people just in here swimming and things, and dinghies and different things like that. But when you come up here though, this far, you do have to watch your step, because even though the path's fairly flat, obviously it's not where the trees are. They're the Tramontana Mountains over there. Got Formentor Beach just round the corner. You can't quite see it from here, but it's round the corner there. You can take a trip. One of the many trips they do is a trip to Formentor Beach, and then you get the boat back here, which is quite nice. That's a nice little trip. Hey there, yoga on the beach. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays at 9:30. All levels are welcome. Please bring a mat or a towel. Something different, isn't it?
It is, but I prefer to have a sex on the beach, and I'm not talking about the drink.
So you keep on walking around there, you get to the military base. I don't know if a lot of you watch your dreams and things like that, holiday homes abroad and things. You know, the ones I'm talking about on TV. This house was one of the houses that was up for sale a while ago, and I can't remember the price of it, but I do remember they came here out of one of the dream houses. You know, they always have a couple of normal price houses and a mega expensive house. Well, this was the mega expensive house behind here, and you can see why, can't you? I've talked about loads of trees, but I think this has to be one of the strangest trees, doesn't it? Where actually it's in the water, it's actually fallen over, and that's the roots just there. I just love to listen to the sound of the sea. There he is. I just love to see the sun reflection on the sea. It's brilliant. This is lovely. This is just by a hotel down the end of the Pine Walk. So just imagine sitting here having a drink or a meal, just having this as your view. It's just something special in it, it really is. This is the Eador Hotel just there, and it's, I don't know, it's a really, really nice one in there, I must admit. It's really, I don't know if I'd say a posh one, but it really is a nice looking one with all this area outside with the sun loungers, looking at the sea.
Oh, it's $1 million view.
Yeah, it's $1 million view. Some views you just can't pay for, can you? Obviously, I don't know what it's like in the hotel, but it would be nice just to have a little butchers around and see if it's as nice on the inside what it is on the outside. Have you visited the hotel before? Leave it down in the messages. Leave a comment. It'd be great to hear from you. I've just taken off my jacket now. It's so hot in the sun, even in the shade a little bit when the wind's blowing. The wind is feeling quite nice and warm now. You know, when I left the car, it did feel a little bit chilly, but now it's warmed up quite nicely. So it's soon be time to find a little cafe bar and treat ourselves to a little meal. We've got to the end now, which is the military base behind us. As I've said, if you see the seaplanes take off, that's where they hold them in there. I hide them in the corner of the military base just there. So that's the Pine Walk. What do you think?
Andrew, I like it. There's some nice views out here. I mean, if you look behind me, it's worth $1 million. And
some things money can't buy, and a few is one of them.
exactly. And there are plenty of restaurants, bars out here. For each, there's something probably to find.
Oops, there goes my glasses.
Yes, some restaurants might be on the high end price-wise, but then again, do your research and you will find a bang for your buck out here.
Yeah, but actually along the actual Pine Walk itself, you will pay more because of where it is. But if you only want a drink, sometimes it doesn't really make to pay that little bit more, does it? Because it's just nice to sit somewhere different, have a little look, and wind down the hours.
Exactly,
it's not all about the money. I know money's important to everyone, but sometimes it's just nice to look at this view, isn't it?
Exactly, and there are plenty of supermarkets, so you can just buy your drinks and take them anywhere around. And just sit down and watch the world go by.
Because there's plenty of seats, isn't there? You know, to sit down at the side of the Pine Walk and things. Anyway, talking about drinks, I think it's time for us to find a little cafe. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm a thirsty kitty cat, so let's do that.
Let's find a cafe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's film. A little walk with Frank from the Island Files on just walking up the Pine Walk in Puerto Pollenca. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget Facebook group Love in Life Mallorca. We're off for a drink now. Catch you later, guys.